this side.
We're gonna get run over. Okay, I guess we're going.
And we are here on the Harrison Square. We are live, and we're about to get run over by law enforcement. Let's move up just a wee bit, and we want to welcome everybody to the Harrison Square, and we're going to be covering the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce annual Christmas parade.
Do you have any idea which number this is?
What year?
Yes, what year? I don't know. I want you to tell me. You're like involved in this. Okay.
But with that, this is the bicentennial.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm serious. Yeah.
Hey, well, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's why. That's the whole theme of this. Is the 100 years.
Okay, well, you answered my question.
Go.
What do we
And
have?
here, we have Wood Motor Company. This is the Grand Marshal.
Exactly.
And Wood Motor Company sponsoring. Now let's get out of the way where we can see what's going on here tonight. And then behind it, I think we've got 80 some entries this year.
Really?
Which is about average.
Is that average?
Yeah,
Okay.
about average. But that's a little more than some years. And we want to thank Wood Motor Company for sponsoring vehicles. These are awesome vehicles.
Look at these nice new rigs. These are great.
Now,
You have one of those,
You got a
don't you?
new rig, don't you?
I have, and it is from Wood Motor.
Wood Motor Company. You know
But
what I
it's not
think
a
is the
Suburban.
coolest thing about new rigs these days?
What is
that,
it, Dan?
Is that rear view camera. That is
I
so
know.
you don't have to twist your neck anymore.
Exactly. You know, this must be the Boone County Heritage Museum.
And that's
Which
part of
we
the
love
theme
it.
is the
Exactly.
100 years. You've got the Confederate guys right there. Nice, nice.
Joseph Coker. He is, yeah, portraying Joseph. Oh, here comes the candy. All the
Candy,
kids are
candy.
going to be happy. Merry Christmas. There's our executive director,
you betcha.
Patty
That
Methvin.
is-
And I believe here we have the Harrison High School Marching Band. Flag Corps. And
They're always first up.
yes, they are. What are the chances they'd stop and play?
I don't know. Think
Oh.
we could ask them.
Can y'all stop? No, maybe we better not, Dan. Randy Mealer is the band director, and Toby Thomason is the drum major. And I guess they still call him that.
They do.
I think so. That's my recollection.
Why would they change it to anything
I
else?
don't know. You know, I don't know. So here they go.
Toby!
And you know, when you have this many kids in a band, what do you need to haul all their stuff?
Their stuff.
You need
a
a big semi trailer. So here we have that coming up. The pride of Northwest Arkansas.
I want to get
Hey, how are you? I don't need it. I'm good, thank you.
This is not my flavor, but I'll take it
Okay,
anyway.
you take it.
You know, one of the concerns is safety, and we wanted to make sure that there was plenty of room out here for these big rigs to turn.
Right.
So we
This
have
is
we have 25 volunteers this year, and we want to say a special thank you to all of those volunteers that come out early and brave this year braving the cold, and they're positioned at every corner to make sure that there's no children to run out.
Can you name them? No, that's not your 25 volunteers, but we do want to take a moment to thank Verizon Mobilized over in Mountain Home for providing the broadband, is my understanding.
That is right.
Also, Bob Reynolds and Leffler's for letting
you
us
betcha.
get up there and
You know, Bob's
they
a
do
great
that every
guy.
year.
He owns the building here, and every year we ask him for the key, and he says no problem.
Exactly. So
And
he
we
lets
go up
us
to the second floor there, and we set up our headquarters there to videotape this event. Actually, if it wasn't for Verizon, we couldn't bring this to you live. And we want to thank Verizon for they give us a little hot spot, little device. You know, in the old days.
In the old days, what?
In the old
what
days,
does that mean?
we used to have little dishes, and we had to point and line of sight and bounce things off the hospital tower and here and there and there. Now we just have our little hot spot.
I've heard of the hot spot. Now you've sort of explained it. I don't know who that was, but they have some candy for the kids. And this seems to be the second place Visions of Christmas. You know, each float is judged according to a certain category, correct?
Yes.
And there are, what, first, second, third winners? This would be your second Visions of Christmas. That would be
That's
a
right.
religious theme?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or not religious? Which is it? Is Visions of Christmas? You don't, okay. Moving on.
Well, these are the float categories.
Yes.
This
okay.
is what you meant by
Yes.
different categories. We have the float categories, and then we have the decorated vehicle category,
Okay.
and then we have the antique car category, and any walking categories. And we walked the.
We did one
I think it was
year.
the first year that we were doing our
Could
TV
be.
show. Yeah,
And it really was fun. First place, spectacular sparkles
and that's a decorated vehicle. There you go.
with some little queens in there. They're dressed all bundled up warm. Oh, poor little snowman looks a little scared.
Merry Christmas from the Red Cross Family Yard.
Here's your sign. Okay.
And the next one is coming up is
Is this from the hospital?
this is the Office of the Emergency Services, I'm thinking, or
Okay,
Red Cross
Red
rather.
Cross.
And they're part of the emergency services.
They are
And
decorated.
we want to thank them for allowing us to use the barricades that
Oh,
we
okay.
blocked those streets off with, and we thank them very much for that.
Wow, it's kind of beneficial having you here. Because you know all the ins and outs, Dan. Calvary Baptist Church partners with the Red Cross. So they're pulling the Red Cross
And these,
trailer.
this is the organization that goes out for floods and natural disasters like tornadoes, floods, and different things like that that
Okay.
help coordinate disaster relief.
North Arkansas Baptist Association. Sorry, I had to get that one piece of chocolate. Caps Batavia Fire Department.
And we take our hats off to all of the volunteer fire departments in
Definitely.
the area, and we always encourage them to be a part of the parade. And this is one of our new North Arkansas Regional Medical Center ambulances. Got a new color scheme
Exactly, I see
and
that.
a larger size box, compartment box in the
that
back
what
for
that
the
would be
patient.
called? Ooh, it is
Well, I'm
big.
not sure exactly what they're called, but
Which I think they're going to send us to the hospital with
It's
some of
gonna
that
be a
candy.
black
I don't know. Oh, all the kids love it because they're getting the candy. All right, we have another truck negotiating this corner here. It's a Walmart
the Walmart float.
vehicle. Oh, Minions. Love the Minions. And Rudolph. And a shopping cart filled with all your Christmas stuff.
Rolo.
You'll be sharing that Rolo with me later.
You know, one thing good about being real close to the beginning of the parade,
You get all
plenty of Kenny.
Now, I'm not sure if this is the Harrison
Junior High,
band.
it is.
Okay.
Does that make you want to tap your foot?
You betcha. And the flag corps is bringing up the rear.
I think this next float's coming up is from the Girl Scouts.
Do you now?
I think so. Magnus Toyota is supplying a vehicle for this
Well, we appreciate
float.
that.
We appreciate that, yeah.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Girl Scouts, troops 5137 and 5001.
It's kind of hard to get that mouth and
It
tongue to moving
is.
when it's cold out here.
It is. And I
And it
want to
has
tell
been
you,
quite cold, yeah.
It's been in the, like 27 today with a little nasty weather. But it's quite nice right now, just a little chilly.
Feel my shoulders.
I can't because
Oh, no,
I have
I'm
my...
shivering. I'm so
Oh.
cold.
Would you like my hand warmer?
You got
give
one?
you one.
You got one, and you've been
Yeah,
holding
I
out on me
brought
the
'em.
whole time.
for me.
One pair, one set.
Oh,
Boy, there's a lot of candy laying down here.
There is.
And we've got a little lull in the action, and
We do. Who do we want to thank again?
we wanted to thank. You want to go over those people again?
Sure, Verizon. Well, let's thank
And Bob
Verizon
Reynolds for letting us use the building.
and Leffler's. I
Leffler's.
guess he still owns this Leffler's
Yeah.
building, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We've
and
got-
all the volunteers.
Who's up next, Ann?
It looks like ARIVAC Life Team is up next. They even have a little helicopter right here for us to view. And a nice warm truck, Dan. They would probably let you get in there. Oh, there's your grandson. There's
Well, look
Marcus.
at there.
Oh, there's your daughter-in-law.
Hey.
Merry Christmas. Well, there you go.
Carrie Reynolds, my daughter-in-law.
Exactly.
She's the candy man. Well, without the
candy
man,
woman.
but she's the candy woman.
Merry Christmas. What is this?
Oh, you know what? This is frustrating to me because on the other side,
It tells what they are.
it's an ice float and there's a train track on the inside. Can't show that. And when I saw that, I said, "Now,
darn it.
does the other side open?" They said, "Sure," but apparently it's not open. But that was a
it
nice little
cool.
float.
And a nice little old Trans Am. I'm digging it. And what is this?
This
what
is
kind
a
of car is this?
'57 Chevy Bel Air.
Cool looking vehicle.
I'd like to have one of those.
I bet you would. With the reindeer antlers
Yeah,
thrown in there. Crooked Creek. Now, aren't you
I am.
one of those people?
I am.
Crooked
Sure
Creek
am.
Fire
Yeah,
Department. That's a nice truck. Is that new?
that is a new truck.
Well, need to be well equipped.
And part of the media around here is
My
100.1. That's in
100.1.
Branson, I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, and right behind them,
Yeah.
102.9. The
Sister-owned station, 102.9. The Z.
Ozark's best country. Glad to have them participate.
You know, country music isn't like what it used to be.
It's not. It's
It's
like
pop.
crossover.
It's
type
pop. No, it's
stuff.
just pop
okay,
anymore.
it's pop.
With
That's
a
why
steel
I like it.
pop with steel guitars, what I'd
Sienna
call it.
Miller, 2014 Crawdad Days Princess, and Petite Miss Kylie
right.
Woodworth.
The only time of the year you see a convertible down in 20-degree weather is in a parade.
Darn tootin'. Merry Christmas. Little Mr. Crawdad Days, Gavin Jones, and overall most beautiful Addie Jones. Those are twins, actually. Chloe Bell Hooten and Shelly Oswald. And I'm not going to read all that, but they look beautiful tonight, and they're adorned with their crowns. Madison Oswald here. And Brooklyn Woodward.
Now, what year
Pretty
is that?
girls.
What year is that truck?
Old.
I think it's a 70, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, all right. 2014 Little Miss Crawdad Days, Emma Pruitt, and Miss Crawdad Days, Rasheen Mitchell.
You know, that's a SWB,
What does that mean?
short wheelbase.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm getting an education right here, live on TV.
Some of the people know what that means.
Little Miss
I'm
Harvest
appealing to those
Homecoming.
people.
Macy, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Nope. I'm hoping
Nop.
that's correct.
K is silent, I would imagine.
Shay Cowles. We obviously have all our princesses and queens that have,
Yeah, they kind of grouped those together
yes, they do. And Chloe Cape and
in a Clay Maxey Ford vehicle. You know, my dyslexia kicks in.
does it?
When I see Clay
Dyslexia?
Maxey, I always want to say Max Clavey. Max Clavey. Ramsey Motor
Jasmine
Company's here.
Greenhaw. Boone County Hall. Oh, I'm not even gonna okay. Princess, right there.
Well, for those people that decided not to brave the weather and to come down here to watch the parade, we want to welcome all those to our hometown television station,
You bet.
26.1. We're bringing this to you live, and we'll replay this several times before Christmas. Get a chance to the Mud Hogs.
Mud Hogs. All right,
Some more candy.
I obviously could not be
You
part
just
of the
need
Mud
to
Hogs
open your mouth and get some candy the way
because
they're
I
throwing
can't
it.
catch anything. All right, here we have a little band here. Is this our sixth
Mm-hmm. You know-
grade band, perhaps?
Oh.
Would you guess, maybe? I'm
Let's-
thinking, yeah. I could run out there and ask one, but I might scare
This is
them.
part of the Harrison group.
Okay.
Harrison Band, right. What
Okay.
did you say? I didn't
I
hear
think
you.
they're part of the
Yeah.
sixth grade. And they are just
least we get a little
kind of
music.
starting out, you bet. So I should be quiet so we can hear it. Oh, they're suckers. We love suckers. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Is that sucker good, Dan? Because you're chewing it.
I need this right now.
I bet you do.
Mm.
I bet a cup of hot cocoa would be really nice right now.
I'm
wouldn't
cold
it?
on it. I'm cold. You got a little
I'm
shivers
sure
going
you
on.
are. Oh, bless
Let's
your
go.
heart.
No,
Don't you have a hot tub at home? You can go get in your hot tub when you get home.
it's not filled up.
Well, then that might not work so well. All right. What have we got going on here?
I don't know.
Candy.
Candy givers. Think we could sweet talk them out.
I'm
some
wondering,
sweets.
maybe. I think they are probably part of a dance team.
I tell you, since there's
Trying
a
to read the
break
back.
right now.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. You want to get out in the middle of the street and do a dance?
You go
ahead. No,
first.
I was going to say, go ahead.
No. Only if you'll join me. And speaking of dance, I kind of think these girls are part of the dance. I know you too.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Powered by Next Step Dance Studio, right there. See, I told you.
Do you know those people from the
Well,
Next
I knew
Step?
one girl. She goes to school with one of my kids. Okay, this is.
It's a little taffy.
Yeah.
All kinds of candy here on the
This is
streets.
a scout troop.
And some of the volunteers are
160?
making sure that some of the candy is not in the way of the vehicles.
And that is a great idea.
It is a good idea.
Last thing you want is someone hurt.
As Ann goes out to get some candy,
Only the chocolate, Dan. Only the chocolate.
Elks Lodge 2311 is passing us by with their float,
Are we in your way?
and they're quite comfy on their couch and
Yep.
Christmas tree and all their presents under the tree. This is one of our winners.
Who is this? First place, Glory of
This
Angels.
is your religious float category.
Harrison Pentecostal Church of God. And we have Western Sizzling.
I wonder if they got
catering.
anything inside warm to eat.
I bet you're just kind of.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
You're
and-
in a bad way, aren't you?
No, I'm in a good way.
Okay.
When I'm
I'm
with
good.
you, I'm
Thank you.
always good when I'm with you.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
As long as it doesn't last over an hour, I'm in good shape.
I can't find my pocket. I think I've exploded.
I think that there's a Jeep here that got caught in the traffic, made a wrong turn. No, they're throwing candy. No, wait a minute. Yeah, they're part of the crowd. This is McDonald's.
Exactly. This is a Hamburglar right there. He's riding in the Jeep. And dear sweet Ronald McDonald is on a scooter. I did.
Block's Body Shop coming up.
You know, it's awfully fun to watch the kids. The kids, as all this stuff comes by, their eyes are huge.
Here's one of our great sponsors here. We
Okay,
talked about them
Verizon.
earlier, Verizon, with their 4G network. Helping us out with the broadcast tonight. Thank them very much.
Third place, Spectacular Sparkles. Going by, just like snowflakes, everyone is special. Is that possibly independent living? Okay.
You remember TRG? You know what TRG is? Used to be
Tannenbaum Recycling Group.
Used to be Tom Barr.
Okay.
They took that over.
Okay.
And up next we have Meth and Sanitation. You remember Meth and Sanitation used to have the contract here in the Harrison
Yes,
City limits,
exactly.
and
They actually still pick up my trash.
they
where I
do.
live.
They pick out of the city limits.
Second
and actually,
place, Spectacular
a lot.
Sparkles.
They have the contract in Mountain Homes. There are people who's watching over in
Right.
Mountain Homes, so they have actually increased their business, their
for them.
territory. They got a brand new rig there.
Bergman High School
Bergman.
Panther Pride Marching Band. That's out by my territory.
Uh huh.
Oh, I remember doing that.
Did you wear the band?
Oh, I was.
What did you?
Marched many a parade, Dan.
Did you march, flag, drum? What did you do?
Marched, played the clarinet.
Clarinet.
And they have their own vehicle as well. Caldwell Banker has a float this year. And we will be seeing it up close and personal here in a second. There's Bobby Woods right there,
Wow.
big as day. All right. United Cerebral Palsy. Represented here. This is first overall.
This float, when the judges went around, they all commented on how much work and effort went into this one, so that's why they deserve that one, I'm sure.
Well, great. It was first place Visions of Christmas, but best overall as well.
And part of the judging was the theme, and since it was the bicentennial, they've stuck with that theme, so that I'm sure that helped them. This is a nice float here, yeah.
Fire Department.
There they go. Pretty unique idea.
You betcha. Oh, I bet they were happy to put those.
Yeah, I bet they were. Yeah.
I just bet. Life Abundant Church.
Third place.
Glory of Angels. Lots of kids on this float.
These people worked on this float up to the last minute.
Did they?
Oh, they were really working on it. And actually, we found a huge 4-foot bow that went into this. Yeah, it was about this big. It was in the street, and I tried to find the owner and never could find the owner. So
you didn't wear it?
It's too big. It's huge and heavy.
Gecko Graphics.
Here
we go. Represented here. Backcountry Horsemen of America. And I don't know what she is, but she's just darling. All right. Backcountry Horsemen of America. What's next, Dan? Can you read it yet?
Oh, let's see.
Third place, something.
Third place, yeah.
Visions of Christmas. Premier Day Spa, right here.
Merry Christmas!
You know, I hear they're doing great things, this Premier Day Spa. Foot scrubbing, back rubbing. Sounds like my kind of place.
Well, in the Ozarks, that would go over big, wouldn't it? There's another beautiful vehicle from Ben Eddings.
Snort, you little twerp. I really want that sucker down
Look
there.
at all
That's
those
the
suckers.
strawberry on it. Thanks. You're
Which one you want?
That one.
That's coffee flavor.
It is not.
Onion
You're
flavor.
crazy. What is this? Merry Christmas from Girl,
Girl Scout Troop 5015.
5015.
Another blocks entry.
All right.
And that car is going to go to the shop, I would imagine.
Well, it's awfully pretty. I mean, as far as lights go. Might need a little work. I don't know what he just yelled, but he yelled something. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Harrison
Regional
Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade, the Bicentennial. First place at Nick's Dream Machine, DNA Towing, right there. Look at that. Oh, that is cute as it can be. What?
That's Miss Santa Claus right there. And she always goes ahead of Mr. Santa Claus.
Of course she
Santa.
does.
Yeah, and he'll be up next later on.
Of course she does.
Of course.
Of course she does.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramsey Motor
Company right there.
Your local Jeep dealer, and there's a Jeep right there.
That is a fine looking Jeep.
And as another part of the bicentennial, before the car was the wagon. Look at there.
Exactly. And can you imagine the old metal wheels or whatever it was they had on those real old wagons? Craziness. That was
Sure.
And look at the little dog horse. Oh, they're not horses, they're dogs. Harrison Animal Clinic. How cute. Are they rain dogs?
Sure they are.
Well, Dan, I'm so glad you're here with me.
Well,
buddy.
I know the way your mind works, so I'm just agreeing with you.
What is this? Meet Grandpa Christmas and his whimsies. Look there. There's little whimsies inside there. And there's Grandpa Christmas.
I hear the end of the parade,
Cute,
don't you?
Cute.
Coming up real soon.
Does that mean that Santa's coming?
Santa's on his way.
There's a duck. There's a duck.
There is a duck.
Same Oh, this is
Integrity Health Centers.
Nathan Mullinex, Integrity Health Centers. I have some of that actually.
What is it? BioFreeze?
For your. Hey, Evan, how are you? Where?
North Ark
Well,
Pioneers. Now they're passing out the candy this year.
There you go.
The
Yay
official
to the
candy
North
of the
Ark Pioneers.
Chamber of Commerce.
There, okay. I think I see Mr. Ho Ho Ho. Okay. There he is. The man of the hour. There's Santa. Santa. Hi, Santa. Hi.
I'm glad he got up in that bucket this year. You know, Santa's getting up in age.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's only a
They
few
slingshot him up
thousand years
there or
old.
what?
Yeah. Now, really, we should take a camera and show the
I
process of
think
how
you
we get
should.
him in that bucket.
And then we should get up there with him.
We should.
All right.
We should be up there next year.
We want to thank
Thank you.
you for joining us and all the participants.
Yeah.
And
And-
also, again, we want to thank Bob Reynolds,
Leffler's.
Fashions, and
Verizon Mobile
Mobile.
G4. And we're going to be continue watching because our Christmas coverage of the area,
Does that mean I
Christmas
don't have to
parades.
work?
You don't have to do that. We're going to be doing the Jasper Christmas Parade Thursday,
good.
which we've been playing several times before Christmas. And also Friday, we're going to be going over to the Mountain Home. Freezes. I think the weather's supposed to be good over there. We're going to be doing the Mountain Home Christmas Parade over there, and that'll be fun. So we're covering all the parades, and we want to thank you for watching, and we're going to take it back to normal programming.
See you next year.
Yeah. Thanks, Ann.
Thanks, Dan.
We're out. Yeah.